Rodriguez first.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're on record in the matter of Bernardo Rodriguez Jr., file 83-1-35328 CA on a request to approve the 13th annual accounting. Do you have anybody here on that one? You're looking for potentially, let's see, Mr. Sneed I have on the docket. Yes, all right. We don't have Mr. Sneed here yet this morning. So
I am on that, Your Honor. I have signed the waiver consent.
that's great. I would still need him to be here as conservator.
Guys, would you like me to step down the hallway and see if I can find him?
No, I'm sure he knows he's got to be here. We'll just go on to the next one for now and give him a few
Okay,
minutes.
there's no one else in the hallway.
Thank you. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, we're on record in the estate of Ellsworth Keebler Jr., file 24-53141DE on a request to open an estate. Can I have the names of our participants, please?
Clarifying on behalf of the petitioners who are to my right, there are Sandra Sims and Patricia Fier.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This is unusual. Mr. Ellsworth passed away. He has a son. We cannot find his son. And he has 6 nieces and nephews, two of whom are here in court today, asking to be appointed as personal representative. We have already made a fairly diligent search. We'll have to do considerably more to try to track him down and locate him. But today we're before the court asking that they be appointed as personal representative for the estate. We cannot locate a will as well. He's intestate as far as we know at this point in time. He does have real estate, he does have bank accounts, he has an estate that needs to be handled and taken care of. We're asking the court to determine that the son is the sole legal heir at this point in time as well. I don't need to take testimony unless the court requires it. It comes before the court today in a verified petition.
Thank you. The file does support all of the facts as summarized by the attorney this morning. I do have information indicating notice of hearing was given to everyone except for potentially Mr. James Keebler, who I appreciate will be the subject of continued search for purposes of administration of the estate. But there is information to support the findings that Mr. Ellsworth Keebler passed away January 19th, 2024, a resident of Lenawee County, making venue appropriate in this court. It does appear the determination of heirs, even if he can't be found at the moment, is accurate, as well as the findings that he passed away without a will. At this time, Ms. Patricia Fillier and Sandra Sims are appropriate and suitable for the appointment, given the circumstances. I do not find supervised administration to be appropriate at this point. It is the order of the court. The petition is granted. The findings are contained in the order as well, including that Mr. Ellsworth Keebler passed away intestate. Patricia and Sandra are appointed personal representatives to serve without bond at this time, and the determination of heirs is also recognized in the court. I wish you the best of luck finding Mr. Keebler. And unless there's any questions, that's all for this morning.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Steve has joined us. Would like to recall us on Rodriguez. All right, we're back on the record. The Rodriguez file. We have had Mr. Steve join us. Welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I was caught up doing local government university coursework this morning
Goodness.
through the county.
Yes. Okay. As it relates to your petition to approve the 13th annual accounting this morning, would you tell me a little bit about the work that you did in this file as conservator?
For Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
I submitted a statement of services. I would rely upon that. I think that details everything. So I don't want to repeat that on record, but Bernie lives He lives out in near Cadmus, and he has a guardian, Ashley Hanson Grimes, who sees him once a month. Assisted him in handling some estate work with his family. He had a sister who recently passed away, and they had no funds to pay for the funeral, so some of the siblings and Bernie contributed $1,000 toward payment of the funeral expenses. So mostly just odds and ends like that.
Thank you. Yes, I see that reflected, the appointment and the fees from Ms. Hanson Grimes and some of the other things reflected in there in your accounting. I appreciate that. Mr. McFarland, I see you've joined us at the table. I do have a waiver from you. Did you have any comments about the contents of the petition this morning, or?
No, I have reviewed it, Your Honor. I've asked Mr. Sneed a couple questions, meets my satisfaction, so I signed the waiver.
Very good. I've received no objections, nor has anyone appeared to object this morning. The 13th annual accounting does appear to be correct and therefore ought to be allowed, including the fees and costs as set forth. And it's what the order reflects. You're welcome to get back to your coursework this morning if you need to, Mr. Steve.
I think I also have an accounting for Robert Welke. There is conservatorship
We
and
have maybe potentially
final.
Russell Lindsay.
and state of Russell Lindsay. So yes, I'm on those matters as well.
I don't have Lindsay, I do have Welke.
All right. Well, Lindsay's next on our list.
Okay.
So let's tackle that one next. All right, we're on record in the matter of 24-53151 DE on a request for formal proceedings as regards Mr. Russell Lindsay. May I have the names of our participants?
Hi, good morning, Your Honor. Isaac Steen on behalf of the petitioner Monica Richardson.
Thank you. Are you expecting anyone to join you this morning on this one?
I am not, Your Honor. She and her siblings are all in agreement. Notice has been served on all the interested parties. We're requesting court to grant the relief requested in the petition.
Thank you. The request of relief has been supported accurately by documentation in the file, including that Mr. Russell Lindsay passed away May 2nd, 2024. Oh, I'm sorry, date of hearing. I was looking at the wrong line. Okay, he passed away January 6th, 2024, resident of Lenawee County, leaving Ms. Monica Richardson, Steve Lindsay, George Lindsay, and Pamela Double uncontested heirs at this point. It does appear he did have a valid unrevoked will dated June 28th, 2011, which should direct the administration of the estate under the authority of Monica Richardson as person representative. Supervised administration does not appear necessary for the protection of the persons interested in the estate, given their agreement. Mr. Steve, what are the potential assets in the estate?
The primary assets are two residences that Mr. Lindsay maintained, one going to one child and another one going to the other child. So purpose of administration is to marshal those assets through, and I believe there may have been some liquid assets as well.
All right, it is the order of the court that petition is granted. The will is admitted to probate and will guide the administration of the estate under Monica Richardson as personal representative. Will not have to serve with bonds at this time. The heirs are also determined. The will is admitted and the letters of authority have been signed. Unless there's any questions, that's all for this morning.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Pass along my condolences, please, to the family.
I will, thank you.
And you said you have one more?
Yes, Robert Welke, it was a fourth and final accounts were submitted.
Mr. Powell, let's jump to that one and then we can let Mr. Steve get on his way.
Thank you, Your Honor, I appreciate it.
They're all set for 9 o'clock. All right, we're on record as relates to Robert Welke. It's a request for a fourth and final accounting. Does look like there was some question as to proof of service on this one. Mr. Sneed, may we have your appearance and then.
Isaac Sneed, appearing on behalf of the petitioner, Kimberly Welke. If there isn't a proof of service in the file, Your Honor, we did submit one.
All right.
Today, I'm quite confident one did go out.
Good. Yes.
Michael McFarland, Attorney Guardian Litem. I did not sign a waiver and consent. I have spoken with Isaac Sneed. He's answered an inquiry. I thought something might have been missing. It wasn't, so I am prepared to sign one, Your Honor.
Very well. Well, Mr. Sneed, everything else looks to be in order. Is all the information contained in there truthful, accurate, and complete to the best of your knowledge and information?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Very good. In other cases, what I've done is offered to hold the file for a few days so that if you have the proof of service indicating that all the interested parties were given notice for today, then I'll sign it.
Thank you.
And if not, then just let our clerk's office know and we can reset it so that you would be able to send that out.
Understood. Yeah, I'll have that submitted today.
All right, that's all then for this morning on this one.
Does the court have a waiver and consent in the file for me to sign now, or do you wish for me to do that afterwards? John?
I don't have one for you to sign. You'll have to.
Okay, I will have them generate one across the hall for you then. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, we'll need some notes on that one, but I don't know if you want to print them right now or later. Okay, we're gonna move into the file of Kenneth Neiman next. If you're here on that one, feel free to move up to our council table. Not quite there yet. No, actually. Yes. All right, we're on the record as it relates to Kenneth Neiman for a 27 and final accounting approval. May I have your name for the record?
Charlene Hendricks.
Deputy Ames, would you swear her in, please?
You remain seated, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, good morning, Ms. Hendricks. Do you, as it relates to the information contained in the accounting, is everything truthful, accurate, and complete to the best of your knowledge and information?
Yes, very good.
Any comments you'd like to make about the information submitted? All right, Mr. Neiman has passed away, it seems.
July of last year.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. Are there assets that need to be transferred from the conservatorship into the estate?
That's actually all been taken care of in Ohio.
Would you be able to provide proof of the transfer of those assets by June 2nd?
Yeah, with bank statement from the estate account, would that be good enough?
I'm sure if you're able to show that any assets that were in the conservatorship inventory have then been transferred over to the estate account would be sufficient, yes.
Okay.
You'll be welcome to take that up with our clerk's office. We just need some documentation of that from the file, or for our file.
Okay.
Ms. McFarland, I see you have a waiver, but you've joined us.
Yes, Your Honor, I have signed the waiver and consent. I found it to be without flaws.
All right, well, the 27th and final accounting does appear to be correct, and I am allowing it by court order. The order also reflects that we've allowed until June 2nd for proof of transfer of any assets from the conservatorship over to the estate. And then it will be administratively closed at that point, so you won't have to come back as long as we have those proofs. All right, unless you have any questions, that's all for this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, have a good day.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay. Hopefully I haven't changed.
Valerie, when you were. All right, we're on record in the matter of Pauline Alarid, file 13-1-48368CA on a final account and request to allow the same. Ms. Muir, are you here with us this morning?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Would you give us your full name for the record, please?
Sharon Muir, conservator for Pauline Alarid.
Thank you. Deputy Ames, would you swear her in, please? She's joining us by phone, so you won't have a visual confirmation.
Good morning, can you raise your right hand, please? Let me know this phrase.
It's raised.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, Ms. Muir, is all the information contained in your accounting truthful, accurate, and complete to the best of your knowledge and information?
Yes, it is.
Any comments on the contents of that accounting?
No, Your Honor.
Are there any assets that need to be released to the estate of Ms. Alarid?
Yes, there is. Still have balance in 2 bank accounts, plus there is a storage unit with some antiques in it that have to be dispersed.
Would June 2nd be enough time for you to show proof of transfer of those assets?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McFarland?
I've signed the waiver and consent. I am very familiar with this file from day one, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you. All right, there is a waiver in the file as well. Thank you, Mr. McFarland. Notice of hearing was given to all interested persons, and that is documented in the file. The final account does appear to be correct and ought to be allowed, including fees and costs as set forth therein. The order further allows that the remaining assets shall be transferred or released to the estate, and will look for a proof of that transfer by June 2nd, 2024. As long as those are in, Ms. Muir, as you know, you won't have to return for anything else in the court. Thank you for your service in this file.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Looks like we have a few minutes before our 9:30.
We have an emergency 9 o'clock guardianship.
I have it on for 9:30, but if it's ready at 9, then we can take it.
Oh, 9:30? Okay.
All right, it'll be just a few